Hey, thank you everybody for coming to the channel. Yeah, I think you might like this one. Okay, the Mr. I want to sit down during the national anthem to protest police brutality against everybody in the world, I guess, because cops are just so terrible. Mr. Kaepernick, is that how we say Mr. Colin's name, his last name there? Well, anyway, the police pretty much called his bluff and said, well, if you think it's pretty much so easy to become a cop and we're a bunch of dumb pigs, well, how about you come and visit and see what we do? I think that's hilarious. This is pretty much the cliff notes of this one article that I'm reading here. It says the Bay Area police have invited San Francisco 49er quarterback Colin Kaepernick, if I'm saying that correctly, to visit following his refusal to stand for the national anthem in protest about police violence against the black community. Okay, now this, if I'm saying it correctly, the Almerdina County Sheriff's Office specifically responded to Kaepernick's comments that he gave to a Los Angeles Times reporter. This is what the quarterback said. You can become a cop in 6 months, but you don't have to do the same amount of training as a cosmetologist. I can't speak anymore. Which is like, cutting hair, I believe. You can make fun of me if I'm butchering this. It's all good. And then he goes on to say, that's insane. Someone holding a curling iron has more education and more training than people that have a gun and are going out on the street to protect us. Well, let me just tell you a little something about police. I have a little experience with that type of stuff. It's every single day in a basic training setting. Anybody that's been in the military, it's the same type of stuff, but they train you a little different, but it's the same overall type of training. Obviously, being a police officer, you need specific training about laws, maybe administrative codes. There's so much different training with the law and when to use the use of force, when to bring your gun out. Some states allow you to shoot at moving vehicles, most don't. What do you do if you're in a hostile situation? How do you know when to escalate the use of force to be able to de-escalate the whole situation? It's a lot to it. Also, how to survive if you're kidnapped as a police officer. That's another one. Or if you're ambushed or whatever. So there's a lot of different type of training. And I didn't even get into like how to actually shoot without, and hitting your target and not hitting somebody else like a child. So there's a little bit more than just probably taking like a 2-hour course, maybe 2 or 3 times a week for a couple months or something along those lines. So anyway, this county, I guess the sheriff's county invited him to come out and check out a boot camp. I wonder if he's going to show up. Wouldn't that be nice? Can you imagine this guy snapping to attention and this spoiled little brat, 49er, little, all he has to do is just, play football all day and that's it and do whatever else he wants with his millions of dollars, Can you imagine another little sugar boy, just a little sugar boy, little fat mouth little sugar boy, spoiled ass rotten, man. Can you imagine him? No, I can't imagine him doing anything like a military or a basic training of anything. Anyway, I'm just reading through it as I'm talking here. I really don't see much else worth really mentioning. They just go into how they invited him and they were kind of pissed off about what he said and pretty much calling his bluff that you think it's like you're thinking all this stuff and but how about you come and educate yourself? So I don't know, I'll leave the link below. This guy's a joke, man. And everybody else that's acting like him is a joke. Look, the only reason why I'm standing for it is because, hey, it's freedom of speech, man, when it comes down to it. I might not like what he does or what he's not doing, but there's no law that says you have to stand for the national anthem. Also, about the national anthem, it was made by a socialist. Most people don't know that. Up in upstate New York, actually, I think I visited, or no, I drove past, I think, the house of the person who made the lyrics. And yeah, he was a devout socialist. So that could be a whole nother video, but still, nowadays, even during his time, it's for us to show pride. But if you do actually research that, which I did a little bit of, pledging allegiance, any type of hand salutes or anything like that, the nationalistic type stuff is more of like a socialist type of thing. I know you guys are going to beat my ass over that, and that's fine. But do I take the national anthem as a socialist thing and I should not stand for it? No, I don't. I'm not that extreme. I'm just pointing it out that the one who sculpted it, was a socialist, which was pretty interesting to me. But, we need to come together as a company, as a country, and that's our anthem, man. I have a military background, so, the flag, I salute the flag. If I hear the Star Spangled Banner, I snap to attention. That's it. If I see anybody burning the flag, I'll lose my fucking mind, and I'll go to jail over that shit. So, don't get it fucked up. I'm not, all this crazy fucking guy, but still, it's called freedom of speech. If the guy just wants to sit there in protest, and he's not hurting anybody, he's not doing anything, why should I give a fuck? Whatever, Anyway, that's my 2 cents to it. Hope you enjoy. Please subscribe, and take care of yourself, people, and have a smile. Laugh at this type of stuff, man. And just shake your head like, damn, boy, you done bumped your fucking head. That's what you gotta say. All right, love you. Peace.